Hey y'all, this is a part 2 to the video that I did in the graveyard the other day, talking about mystery suspense. And after I saw my little video, I was like, oh, that's cute, I'm going to keep it. And then after I really started thinking about it, I was thinking, oh, there was all this really cool stuff, other stuff I could have said. I'm very new at this, but very excited about bringing to the forefront Christian fiction authors and books that are worthy of our reading. So I thought to myself, oh man, why didn't I say something like, I'm standing here in this graveyard today because as I read this prologue, you're going to see that the main character, Lainey, that this is where Adam wants her to end up. I was thinking, why didn't I think of that? Well, I'll tell you why. Because most everything I do in my life is on the fly. I do not script anything. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm just right in front of you and I'm talking and it's just flowing and coming to me. And I do the same thing when I teach. So it's really hard sometimes for new teachers to be like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I just say things. They come out of my mouth. I kind of have this joke saying that, it takes me about 12 minutes to get to school. And I have this joke that I don't even know what I'm teaching that day until I pass Deacon's junkyard, and that's about 2 miles away from where I work. So I don't even know what I'm doing until I get there every morning. That's not true. If any of my administrators ever follow my channel, that is not true. But when you do something a lot, like talk, then you know how to do it and you're good at it. I hope anyway. I'm just glad that in my older age, I have gotten to where I don't talk. I do talk. It's just my filter is better. Got me. So anyway, I wanted to give more homage to my buddy, Lynette Easton. I call her my buddy because I have met her like twice and I have had my picture made with her twice. No, I'm sorry. I've met her 3 times. So I call her my pal. And I did want to pay more homage to some of the things that she has written and why if you're not reading Lynette Easton, why you want to. Before I talk again about Double Take, I did want to talk about a nice little resource that we have in Christian fiction, and that's called Love Inspired. We have Love Inspired Suspense, and then we have Love Inspired soft romance stories that have sweet little plots. And then, of course, the Love Inspired Suspense is just wicked fast. I mean, it just picks you up and takes you and moves you along in the plot. And it's amazing. And this is this is a series of Lynette's. It looks like July 21st, October 21st, February 21st. I think I got these off of Amazon, but, I'm all about always having books on hand. And I think that subscribing to Love Inspired is a really good idea. I'm going to actually do a whole video on that later as we get into this, but I did want to point out this is a really, really great, this is a great set of books. Following the Trail, Mountain Fugitive, and Peril on the Ranch. They're really, really good. And to be honest with you, I am rarely gotten, and that's one thing I'm going to talk to y'all about in just a second, but I rarely do I not figure out the puzzle pieces before it's all put together for the reader. Like, I'm usually like, oh man, it was the cousin. Yeah, I know who it was. And guess what? It was the cousin, And so I'm all the time when I'm reading suspense or mystery, I'm trying to piece it all together. And I usually do a pretty good job of it. But let me tell you what, Lynette, she got me. So in, let's see, which one was it? I believe it was this one. Following the Trail. I had no clue. Did not see it coming. Like, my mouth dropped. I was like, wow. Just wow. The back of the book, which I teach my students that you pick a book, that you don't judge a book by its cover. But yes, we do. That there is no truth in that saying. We do judge a book by its cover. That I always teach my students to look at the title, look at the picture. Does the book look like something you'd want to read? Check the genre out, suspense romance. But I always read the back of the book. Tracking leads in her sister's disappearance could make a canine handler the next victim. Lacey Jefferson's search for her missing sister quickly turns into a murder investigation, thrusting Lacey and her search and rescue canine Scarlet into a killer's sight. sights. Now teaming up with her ex-boyfriend, oh really, Sheriff Creed Payne. Let's just take a moment and talk about what a cool name Creed is. That is a really awesome name. Is the only way to discover the murderer's identity, but can they survive long enough to dig up the truth? Good job, Lynette. You got me on that one. I also wanted to read the back of Double Take. I realized when I was out in the cemetery, I was reading the prologue, but didn't even read the back of the book to you. So I kind of wanted to give you an idea of what this book, I can't give you a lot because I don't want to give it away, but I did want to read this to you. Physician assistant Lainey Jackson is 18 months out from an attempted murder perpetrated by her ex, which ended when she managed to grab the weapon and shoot him. So that's actually the story that I started with you all. I read just a little taste of it. And again, we're talking about Double Take, Lynette Eason. Let's see. When she appears to have survived and is back to finish the job. When he appears, rereading is a very good strategy that I teach my children at school, that when you read something and it don't make sense, just back up and read that little puppy again. When he appears to have survived and is back to finish the job he started. Lainey insists it's not possible, but she keeps seeing his face and someone keeps trying to kill her. Detective James Cross has been honorably discharged from the Army's Criminal Investigation Division due to wounds sustained when an IED blew up near him. Now, with the Lake City Police Department, he's rooming with his good buddy and partner Cole, which he figures out while he figures out his family dynamics. Lainey and James must work together to find out who exactly is after her and why he wants her dead. And failure is not an option. Very good. Excellent, excellent book. My favorite so far Lynette Eason book is actually from the Extreme Measures. And there's 4 of these. Oh, I love a series. I just love a series so much. There's 4 of these. They're not in order, of course, because I'm not a math teacher. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the Extreme Measures set collection, and I'm only going to talk about the first one because I promised to not make these videos more than 5 minutes, and I'm sitting on 7 right now. But you've got to know about this book. This book was like, oh, are you kidding me? Again, I am highly skilled in figuring out. I am gifted in figuring out who did what. She got me. She got me. And I know she'll get you too. Now, my mom swears up and down she didn't get her, but I think she's stretching the truth a little bit. So good. So this is book 1 of the Extreme Measures, and it's called Life Flight. So I want to read the back of this to you, and then I'll probably be out of time because, I tend to talk too much on these things. EMS helicopter pilot Penny Carlton is used to high-stress situations, but being forced to land on a mountain in a raging storm with a critical patient and a serial killer on the loose. Yes! That's probably not something I should cheer about, but that does make me excited. Test her skills and her nerve to the limit. She survives with FBI agent Holt Satterfield's help, but she's not out of the woods yet. In the ensuing days, Penny finds herself under attack, and when news reaches Holt that he may not have gotten his man after all, it will take all he and Penny have to catch a killer before the killer catches one of them. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, great book. Now I'm telling y'all, I could not put this book down. And I couldn't put Double Take down. Let's just be real clear. I can't put anything down this woman writes, but this one got me. I would love to know in the comments after you read this book, Life Flight. Did you know? I want to know if you knew, because I bet you didn't, because it is beautifully written, masterfully done, and she just sets you right down in the story, sets you right there, and you are witnessing it as it goes. So anyway, I did want to just spend a little bit more time on Lynette Eason and just to appreciate her and her ministry. It is Christian fiction, but it's fiction, but there are so many things that you can, as a believer, see, inside other people's heads and how they think as believers. And that is enlightening sometimes. And I know that it has helped me a whole lot. So thank you, Lynette Eason. I appreciate you for your ministry. And guys, I'm telling you, if you have not read anything written by this woman, run to your Kindle, run to wherever and purchase this. Actually, I'm going to put in the comments. I do have a source for purchasing books right now. While I'm not agented or with the publishing house, I'm going to actually provide that. Now, once I get with a publishing house, that will probably be something that I'll have to take down. But for right now, for this little moment in time, I do have a gal that owns a virtual bookstore, and it is way cool. And so I will be providing that. Real quick, like I said, I am new at this, and if you could subscribe to this YouTube channel, if you could go out to Elizabeth Daniels author.com and subscribe to my monthly newsletter where you'll get Appalachian recipes and short stories and also some other really good stuff because this is Appalachian Wisdom and Wit and what you're reading. So we are all about, I'm all about the culture of where I'm from. And also, if you've not become my Facebook friend or if you've not followed my Pinterest, that would be great too. So yes, I know I'm asking a lot, but guys, I'm giving you some good books to read. So it pays off. All right. Well, God bless everybody. Y'all, I'm so excited that you have given me another chance. If you're watching this video, kudos. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.